Creswell, Oregon. Nicknamed the Friendly City. A town of about 5,000 people at the southern end of the Willamette Valley in Oregon. The town's airport, Hobby Field, is a community general aviation airport used by private pilots and skydiving enthusiasts. The airport manager, who is a full-time city employee, the mayor and city council contracted for an airport master plan and updated it in 2007 with visions of growth for the airport, hoping to lengthen the 3,100-foot runway and build more hangars, dreaming of bringing in business jets and becoming a prized refueling station along the north-south corridor in the Pacific Northwest. But there were problems with that vision. Some of the busiest tenants at the airport are skydiving operations that bring in approximately 6,000 divers each year, usually tourists, who spend money at local restaurants, gas stations, motels. The skydivers drop from 10,000 feet above the airport and land in this open field. That is, until the city installed a fence on the property. The field used to belong to the Oregon Department of Transportation, until it became the property of the city of Creswell. And why does the city want this land? According to their 2010 market feasibility study and business plan, the city wants to expand into this area to build more hangars and airport facilities to make more money from business jets stopping over to refuel. Yet, the airport has no running water and no sewer. It cannot extend the length of the runway to accommodate larger aircraft. And the southern end of the runway is on county land, not owned by the city. This fence was funded by a $10,000 grant from the Federal Aviation Administration to improve airport security. This fence, that doesn't prevent access to the property, simply forces tourist skydivers to carry their parachutes a farther distance back to base. The airport doesn't have other secured perimeters. Anyone can enter the property from the interstate highway, or drive onto the runway. This is the dream home of Jerry Norcia, a private pilot. His family spent years planning and building his retirement home at the southern tip of the Hobby Field runway. He's been flying his entire life. But now, with a market feasibility study in hand, which the city paid for, the airport manager is threatening to build a federally funded fence to block Jerry Norcia's hangar from access to the airport, claiming that his property is a security breach. As though a terrorist would enter the airport from his residence to do what? Hobby Field is a general aviation airport. There are no airlines, no scheduled flights or TSA screening procedures. It's very unusual in this region for a general aviation airport to have a full-time airport manager, but Creswell Hobby Field does. Why would the manager and City of Creswell try to drive out thriving tourism business and private residents from the airport? Because the city makes money by selling jet fuel to visiting aircraft. Why does the city need to turn a profit from their airport? Well, how else can they pay the full-time salary of the airport manager? Buried in an avalanche of city and federal documents, the market feasibility study proposed Creswell's Hobby Field could become a dominant refueling station in the Pacific Northwest if the skydivers are denied access to the field and the city take full control of the airport perimeters. Creswell, the friendly city, doing everything it can to alienate local aviation enthusiasts to entice corporate stopover aircraft.